on stream.
Yeah.
So they did it. So they literally came here and took nothing. Like they.
So why'd they come in here?
They thought there was something. No, they thought they could. There was money here, and
you don't have money here,
nigga. They could go to the IRS and go grab that shit.
So last time I talked about Tekashi 6ix9ine on this channel, he was out here acting like the most broke guy on the planet, telling everyone he was basically bankrupt and didn't owe anybody a thing. He kept slipping away from every problem by hiding behind his brother and his family like they were some kind of shield. In his mind, he was living by this wild logic. I don't own anything. I got no money in the bank. My brother and my mom own everything. And he kept bragging that he only deals in cash, so he could walk around doing people wrong without paying for anything because on paper he claimed he had nothing at all. It was wild energy everywhere he went. But now things have flipped big time because these days 6ix9ine is actually heading to prison and you can feel how serious it's getting. And before all this started, he was already in danger out here. He got straight up robbed in a brutal way by some criminal guy. And people even started pointing fingers at the Island Boys as possible suspects. Everything around him turned into a messy storm so fast.
Buddy, he can and just fuck over anybody because he hides behind his brother and his family. Because in his mind, I don't own anything. I have no money in the bank account. My brother and mom owns everything and I only have cash. So I could fuck anybody and I don't have to pay anybody anything because on paper, I don't own anything.
I know all this might hit you out of nowhere and make you feel completely lost about what's really happening with 6ix9ine right now. People keep asking if the Island Boys or Jack Dowie were involved in that robbery, and why 6ix9ine is suddenly heading to jail again. So I'm breaking everything down with full details in this video so nothing stays confusing. Daniel Hernandez, who the world knows as Tekashi 6ix9ine, grew up in Brooklyn, New York, in a tough neighborhood where life came at him fast and hard. From early on, he had this dream of making music and escaping the struggles around him, pushing himself towards something bigger, even when everything felt stacked against him.
There was a suspect in the robbery that we're all very familiar with, and apparently it's one of the Island Boys.
His moment finally came in 2017 when his track Gummo blew up everywhere, sending him straight into the spotlight with a crazy amount of attention. People instantly recognized him, not just for the music, but for his rainbow hair, his wild tattoos, and that loud, unpredictable personality that made him stand out in every room he walked into. By 2018, he was landing massive collaborations like Fefe with Nicki Minaj, turning him into a name everybody knew because his rise was happening at lightning speed. But behind the fame, his connection to the 9 Trey gangsters started pulling him into serious legal danger. And that's where everything took a dark turn. In late 2018, he got arrested on major charges like racketeering and firearms possession, charges that could have locked him away for decades if things went differently. Then came the moment that shocked the whole world. He decided to cooperate with prosecutors against his former associates, which completely changed the direction of his case and cut his sentence down in a huge way. He got released early in 2020 because of COVID-19 conditions and good behavior, and he tried to jumpstart his career again. But the problems didn't slow down at all.
What's up? So I want to make this video to clear up all the fake news and rumors. So the world knows this. It's a fact. I'm on house arrest. I've been on house arrest. I think everyone in America and everyone across the world knows that I'm on house arrest. Yesterday, they allowed me to leave for work. People, I guess, saw that I was on live stream with Jack Doherty. They took that opportunity to fucking do some pussy shit. Like I said, it's me, so I get it. The rules are different for me. But if it was fucking your favorite...
Financial issues, probation rules, and people criticizing him nonstop kept following him everywhere he went. In the past few years, he even admitted to having drugs in his possession. His place got hit with raids, and now he's standing in the middle of some of the most serious legal trouble he's faced in a long time. The pressure around him just keeps getting heavier every time something new comes out. Back in March 2025, things got intense when federal probation and narcotics agents raided Tekashi 6ix9ine's Florida home, turning the whole place upside down. According to him, he was kept in handcuffs for almost 6 hours straight, while officers took guns, drugs like cocaine and MDMA, and even collected DNA samples from the scene. Even though they didn't arrest him right there on the spot because they said there wasn't enough probable cause, the raid added another huge problem on top of everything he was already dealing with. Right after that, 6ix9ine went to court and pleaded guilty to violating his supervised release by having drugs, and that move could land him behind bars for 3 to 9 months under federal guidelines. And if he keeps breaking the rules again and again, the punishment can get way more serious. He could be looking at up to 5 years in prison and even lifetime supervised release if things spiral out of control. But here's where everything gets even more dramatic. During a very recent collab with Jack Dowie, Tekashi 6ix9ine actually exposed some things that shocked a lot of people.
But like literally my whole house, they saw me that I was on stream with you, and they took, like, basically they showed I was on stream with you and was like, oh, he's not home, let's go rob his
Yeah, I know. That's like probably when I realized what happened. Yeah.
So let me, I'm here trying to figure out, I'm trying to see if my mom's okay, everyone's okay.
Yeah, no, I get it, bro. No.
And that collab wasn't just another casual moment online, because that stream ended up being his final one before heading to jail. But this is not even close to the end of the chaos, because things got way more intense during that last stream with Jack Doherty. While 6ix9ine was busy streaming, his house was actually getting robbed by random people at the exact same time, and he wasn't even home to protect anything. This hit him hard because he was already struggling financially, and now he's dealing with real danger around his life too. A lot of people online are talking about this situation right now because it sounds too wild to ignore. Everyone's asking the same question. While 6ix9ine was streaming with Jack Dowie, his house got robbed. So is there any connection between the two events? The internet is full of theories, and people are trying to piece everything together like it's a mystery unfolding in real time. Right now, a whole new group is being suspected, including a well-known internet figure that people have argued with before, one of the Island Boys. As you already know, Island Boy Fly Soldier showed up on Jack Dowie's stream just a few days after everything happened, which made things look even more strange to viewers. But there's another guy people keep bringing up, Frankie Venegas, better known as Kodiak Red, who hasn't been seen in a long time now. His sudden disappearance has fans whispering and pointing fingers, adding even more heat to the rumors.
Suspect in the robbery that we're all very familiar with, and apparently it's one of the Island Boys. Now, this is the actual footage posted by TMZ, and I'll get into my conspiracy theory on how they were able to obtain the surveillance footage so fast, but let's just take a look at the group of robbers, the home invaders.
Hey, stay down here.
Yo, Red. Yo. Y'all heard that? Let me rewind it.
And you can hear the explanation from this creator, who breaks it down in a way that makes the whole situation feel even more suspicious. Seeing all this unfold honestly makes me worried too, because even if some people don't want to believe it, the whole situation has a strange kind of logic to it. When things get this messy, anybody can make moves that nobody expects, and that's what makes the whole situation feel even more intense. But the big question still hanging in the air is this: is Kodiak Red actually connected to everything that happened, or is his name just getting dragged into the chaos for no reason? Nothing has been confirmed yet, and the truth is still waiting to be revealed. And if Kodiak Red does end up being involved, then Jack Dye could get caught in the middle of a huge backlash, especially with everything already heating up around the investigation.
Go.
Y'all straight. Hell no, he just got robbed. Nah, he with us. Yo, beast.
Now let's talk about another wild moment that went down right after the robbery, because things got even more dramatic. Aiden Ross and Neon actually pulled up to 6ix9ine's house to confront the situation in person, trying to see what really went down. And in the middle of all that chaos, a security guard on the scene even threatened to shoot someone, which sent shockwaves across the entire internet because the tension was already high enough. Now, why is all of this heat landing on 6ix9ine again? The truth is, he's got a long and complicated criminal history, and his past left him with some seriously rough relationships with certain groups. Because of those conflicts, a lot of people think some of those same groups might be trying to go after him now, waiting for the perfect moment to strike back. And on top of that, 6ix9ine has even said he doesn't want to be viewed like any Charlie Kirk, which shows he's trying to distance himself from certain situations even while pressure keeps building around him. So now the big concern rises again as he heads toward jail time. And people can't stop asking the same question. If he does end up back in prison, will 6ix9ine actually survive this time? His last experience behind bars was already full of tension because he had serious problems with different inmates, and that kind of history doesn't fade away easily. Going back could put him in even more danger, and some people believe it might even risk his safety in a major way if things inside the prison turn hostile again. A lot of comments have been flooding in about 6ix9ine and all the chaos surrounding him, and people are not holding back.
That way.
Slant. Oh, shit. Get your scare ass on, kid.
What's that, bro? All right, go. I'm running fast. Don't.
For example, one person pointed out that 6ix9ine isn't even allowed to have armed security because of his felon status. They said he actually talked about it in his very first Vlad TV interview, which makes the whole situation feel even more dangerous for him. Then, you have people going straight for the jugular with their opinions. One comment read, "Tekashi needs at least 25 to 30 years in prison at the least. When will these judges learn their lesson?" The anger and frustration online are real, and fans and critics alike are not sparing him from judgment. And it gets even crazier when you look at what 6ix9ine himself said on stream. He openly admitted that he doesn't have security. On top of that, he's made his home address public and even revealed his whereabouts live while streaming. That's a level of exposure that makes him an easy target. And it explains why so many people are talking about how vulnerable he really is right now. A recipe for disaster, and people online are not holding back their opinions. One viewer even speculated, "Sounds like them island boys on the CCTV audio." And it sounds like the guy walks around the corner as someone says, "Red, come here." I'm sure that's one of their names. The comments are wild and full of speculation, showing just how tense everyone feels about what's happening. And then there's the harsh reality check from another comment. He's running out of money, so time to hit up the insurance company. He's not even relevant any longer. People are frustrated, divided, and the debate around 6ix9ine's life and choices isn't slowing down anytime soon. This clearly shows just how chaotic and controversial his story has become, from rising to fame with viral hits to violent robberies, ongoing legal battles, and public outrage. 6ix9ine's life has been nothing short of a whirlwind. And now, with the possibility of going back to prison, the stakes are higher than ever. Whether he survives the next chapter or faces serious consequences, one thing is certain. His life is full of fame, danger, and drama, and the world is watching every move. If you want to stay updated on all the latest drama, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more shocking updates.